Hello again. Next question I'm going to answer is from the deck of the Disney Wonder. It's been a fantastic day today, and it's a real pleasure to be able to answer a question from this place. So I figure I'd touch the question here. Jesse, what's risk? What's volatility? What's the difference? Well, I get this pretty often. In fact, I often hear from novice investors that they want to reduce their risk. Well, the first question I would ask is, what does risk mean to them? It means different things to different people. Often I get the response that they just want their portfolio to not go down. Well, I would say that that's going to be more on a volatility side of things. People don't tend to look at risk in terms of outliving their money. That's not what I often see, but I think that would be the biggest factor. In fact, one of my clients years ago was telling me the story that he wants to plan his retirement so close so that he dies penniless. He wants to die so the check for the funeral home bounces. That's how much money he wants to be, spending and leaving nothing behind. I think it's a great idea, and I was joking back with him. But what happens if you've got the misfortune of living a bit longer? Let's say you plan to 82 years old, you spent all your money in 82, and you've got the misfortune of living to 85. Well, you can't get away on your good looks at that point. Your kids don't want you moving back in the house. It'll be quite a difficult existence for those last 3 years. So you never want to time it too close. But back to risk. Again, a lot of people think it's avoiding the temporary downs or losses in a portfolio. But with a properly diversified growth portfolio, you can actually reduce your risk by increasing a certain amount of volatility or keeping a certain amount of volatility with one thing: time. The longer you've got in terms of time, you can actually reduce the risk of outliving your money with using that volatility properly. Now, there's a lot of different ways to manage volatility. That's for another conversation. But in my opinion, true risk is wasting your risk, going too conservative for the actual return that you need to achieve in retirement to protect your retirement, to provide you a nest egg. If you go too conservative, you actually increase the risk of outliving your money if something happens unexpected. Healthcare costs that if you've got poor health that you have to address, or you live too long. That's actually true risk. So I tend to have people focus not so much on the volatility. Don't sweat the volatility. Focus on the true risk and protect against it. Hopefully I answered your question, gave you something to think about. That said, I'll sign off over here, but I'd love to hear your comments below, and let me know other questions that you have. It'll be a pleasure to answer them for you. Keep them coming. Jesse, signing off.